Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another weekly analysis video. This week I'm going to keep it short and sweet simply because I have the same bias as last week. I am still favoring dollar bulls. I am expecting price to, take out the highs because on the monthly time frame, as I explained last week, we've got previous resistance where price is now acting as support and we're building quite a bit of buy side liquidity. And as you can also see, obviously price hasn't come down and taken out the lows, so there's a higher chance that this is a weak high where price could continue going higher and take out the highs. Okay, so obviously if I'm dollar bulls, I'm gonna be short on Aussie dollar. I am aware that we are in this um weekly order block, but honestly it's starting to make more sense, as I explained in last week's video in so much detail why the bears are making sense too. So we've got this weekly imbalance over here. What we could do is we could wait for price to come into this level on the lower time frames and then look for some sort of confirmation to go short on this, targeting the lows over there. Okay, US Swissy, I am expecting higher prices on this simply because I am favoring dollar bulls. And what I am watching for now is, so initially I wanted to see this level swept because when price went up, we failed to put in a new high. So this was a weak low, but it looks like price has failed to put in a new low, which makes this a weak high now. Okay. And also if you look at the monthly time frame, it looks like we've swept some liquidity and now price is making its way up. And honestly, with the dollar bulls, I do expect price on the USVC to come all the way up into this monthly imbalance. So yeah, looking for some sort of a structure shift on the 4-hour time frame for price to continue going higher. We can see over here we've had this weekly imbalance where price has rejected from last week, so I'm waiting for a 4-hour structure shift or some sort of confirmation for price to continue going higher on this pair. But do remember guys, on Tuesday we have US elections, so be very careful. Don't risk capital on an event like elections in the US. Don't be silly. Don't be daft, please. So yeah, I won't be trading this at all, even if I do see some sort of confirmation, unless it's on a Wednesday. So after the election's over, maybe on Wednesday I'll look to take a position, and if it happens before that, it can happen. I don't care. I'm not risking any capital on it. Aussie CAD is bullish. So as you can see, so we've got an imbalance over there. Okay, price has rejected off the imbalance again. If you look at it on the daily time frame, there is a possibility that price continues going higher from this order block over here. So this order block over here, there's a chance that price could continue going higher from here. Also, there's a chance that price could come down one more time into this imbalance, sweeping this liquidity for price to then continue going higher. Aussie NZD. Let me show you this on the weekly time frame. So we are creating higher highs and higher lows. So we put in a new high, price came all the way down, we failed to put in a new low, which makes this a weak high. And as you can see over here, we've had a liquidity sweep, break of structure, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and price was on its way to make a new high. However, we didn't, but we left an imbalance which price has now tapped into. So from this weekly imbalance, I'm going to go onto the lower time frame to see if we can see some sort of confirmation out of this to go long. I'm favoring longs on this pair. Euro GBP, this was I think last week's position, but on the daily time frame you can see we have a bit of an imbalance right over here. So I'm going to wait for price to come into this area, and I'm going to wait for some sort of confirmation to then go long on this pair. So Euro GBP longs, Euro NZD on the 4-hour time frame. Let me just show you. So sorry, weekly time frame first. So weekly time frame, I discussed all of this last week, which is why I'm gonna keep it really short this week. We've had a liquidity sweep, price has gone up, broken structure, price came down, failed to put in a new low, which makes this a weak high. And on the 4-hour time frame, we can see we've got this imbalance over here. I'm going to wait for a confirmation out of this level to then go long on this pair. Okay, GBP CAD, not something I'm looking at, but I am favoring longs on this pair. GBP, JPY, I am looking for some sort of confirmation again. Like I want to see some sort of a break of structure from this level to for this pair, sorry, to get involved in this pair to go longs. So you can see on the weekly time frame, we failed to put in a new high. Sorry, we failed to put in a new low, which makes this a weak high. So any confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, and I'm going to take longs on this. GBP Swissy, which I've been going on about for such a long time. Weekly time frame, again, we have failed. Sorry, we've closed above this imbalance, which is what's making me think we're going to go higher. We've had a liquidity sweep over here. Okay, price went up, broke structure, price came back down. We failed to put in a new low, which makes this a weak high. Look at it on the weekly imbalance. We failed to close below the imbalance. We're still rejecting the imbalance. Daily time frame, you can see we've got an imbalance over here as well, and we've tapped back into the imbalance. And also we've had a bit of a structure shift as well on the daily. If you just look at this, do you see this? So price has gone up, broken structure, and now price has come down, and it looks like we're rejecting to continue going higher. So on the 4-hour time frame, I am going to be watching this imbalance to see if I can get a confirmation out of it. However, if we take out this level, I'd love to see that as well. A break of structure of previous highs, and then some sort of a retracement to go along on this pair. And then we have NZD CAD. On the weekly time frame, again, it's the same as Aussie CAD. Price came down, failed to put in a new low, and now we're just putting in higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs, higher lows. On the daily time frame, we can see we have rejected off this imbalance over here. We've swept liquidity over here, and then we've come again, swept liquidity over here. So any confirmation for me to go long on NZD CAD. Now, I am obviously favoring dollar bulls, but like I said, we have elections on Tuesday, US elections, anything can happen. Am I going to risk my capital on it? Absolutely not. So all of these pairs I'm going to be watching Monday, but I don't think I'd get involved in any new pairs until Wednesday. So if the opportunities are still there, great, I'll get involved. Otherwise, I won't. So please, guys, don't risk your capital. Be safe, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week with another weekly video. Until then, bye.